Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Rocky and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Rocky's ability to understand and respond to his formal obedience commands. The little corrections and lots of motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Rocky's going to be coming home with his very own training collar, and you'll be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, if you notice, Rocky's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Rocky, heel. Heeling is proper walking on a leash. And you take a very take charge attitude when you're walking with him, at the same time encouraging him and praising him for a good job as you walk along. Each time that you stop your feet, Rocky's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So with you taking charge and being his leader, he has nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. And like I told you, we've been on field trips with him, and he's done extremely well using these commands that he's learned here at school. Nice automatic sit. So when you stop to talk to someone or go into a store, he should be sitting nicely at your left, waiting for his next command, not shivering and shaking and acting all nervous and scared. And you see, we give him lots of encouragement and praise when he does a good job. The next exercise that Rich is going to demonstrate for us is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. This command helps build attention span, self-control, and gives him confidence. When Rich returns back to him, he goes all the way back around as an additional distraction, back to heel position, and gives him praise for a good job. And he takes off heeling again. And if you notice, his tail is up, he's prancing along, he's not afraid or nervous, he's happy, he's focused on his trainer, who is his leader, so he has nothing to fear. Rich leaves him in another sit stay, and I want you to practice these exercises indoors as well as outdoors. This time Rich is going to call him. This is called the recall or the come on command.
Rocky, come.
He uses his name. Rocky comes right in front and sits facing your knees, and then he goes back around to heel and back sitting, and that couldn't have been any more perfect.
Rocky, heel.
So on your come commands, you always want to have a happy voice and encourage him, and when he comes in and sits in front of you, then he gets praised. And you're going to start out practicing these exercises on the leash, both indoors and outdoors. Rich is going to leave him in another sit stay. He's going to use his name and call him right in.
Rocky, come.
Good, he comes right in. That was, whoops, that was perfect. So you can see he's not having a bad time. He's enjoying it. And he's kind of playing with Rich a little bit there. And that's a good thing. We want him to enjoy his obedience training. We want you to enjoy working with him. Now the next exercises that we're going to demonstrate for you are your down commands. So this is down from heel position.
Down.
With your dog seated at the left, you use your left open palm straight down toward the ground on the one-word firm command to down, and then stay. Your long sit stay is about 30 seconds. You're going to work all the way up to 3 minutes. Your long down stay is for 1 minute, working all the way up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay for an additional distraction, and then he gets lots of loving for that. And they heal out of that. So him feeling confident and self-assured On the other end of the leash, with you being in charge, is what we've accomplished here at the school. Rich is going to demonstrate that down from a heel position again.
Stay.
This is a great exercise to practice right in your living room. Now, he got up, so Rich told him no.
Sit. Down.
He got distracted by something on the ground.
Stay.
So he's told him no, put him back into a down, and made him complete the exercise the way it was taught. And that's an important part of this. You can't give up. You have to make him do it, because you can see now that he can. Now Rich will call him in out of that exercise.
Rocky, come. Sit.
Good job. And then he goes back to heel and back sitting. Now the very last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is just a little bit harder, and that is your down from a distance. I honestly cannot believe that he's accomplished what he has in such a short period of time. Rich is going to leave him in a sit-stay. He's going to turn to face his dog. He's going to use his right hand to give the command. Then he leaves him in a stay. I think you're going to be thrilled with the results here at school. We're going to be coaching you, helping you, scheduling lessons to practice with you and Rocky. He's a great guy. I think he's had a blast here at school. He really came out of his shell and has been having a good time. We've enjoyed having him, and thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.